χειροκρότημα, με μια θερμή έτσι υποδοχή, να φέρουμε στην σκηνή τον επιχειρηματία και καλεσμένο μας από τη Σουηδία, Pettersen.
Thank you. Hi. Is it mine? Yes. Thank you. Hello, how are you? I can't see you because of all the smoke, but I guess you can see me. Hello? Has it been a good day so far? That's the kind of energy I need now from you. So this is going to be totally fantastic for you and for me, okay? Since I don't see anyone, I maybe need to go down to see if I can see you better. Oh, there you are. So one of the things that Theodoros, who are arranging this, wanted from me was the following. Do you hear me? Yes. This is feeling so much better than being alone on stage. He wants you to feel who I am. So you can come and touch me. Don't worry. I like the lights were off. So, how many of you are listening to me for the first time? Okay, that's good. And on this side, this is the first time. Good. So then I can use... Good to see you. So then I can use some of the old material that I have. So I can tell the good old bad stories that I always tell when people are laughing. Will that be okay? What do you think, Theodoros? Yes. Are you afraid me getting so close to you now? So Theodoros, we are going to be on stage afterwards. Yes. That's going to be fun. So one of the things that I like to explain. So I'm from Norway. I'm from Scandinavia, and in Scandinavia we have a thing about leadership, and that is that leadership should be close to the people. We don't have a lot of layers. So when you are coming to Gothenburg, to our office, you will see that we have a pretty, what we call down-to-earth culture. So that's one of the things that I want you to kind of recognize and feel with me being here. And the main reason for me to be here are to support you. To support you on your journey, whatever that journey is about. That journey could be that you want to work part-time with Cinceno. That journey could be that you want to work full-time with Cinceno. It could be that you want to be changing your habits or teaching and learning. I like the Plan B philosophy. So we can give yourself and Theodoros and the rest of the gang a big applause. To all the new ones, I'm 55 years old. I'm married to my wife, and me and my wife, or my wife and me, we have 4 kids. That's pretty good. I heard someone say, wow, but I'm the man, so it's not too hard to bring 4 kids to the world for me. It's easier than for my spouse and wife. And I think that kids are a blessing. So I love seeing kids being around here and talk to them. So all of these things, and that is a part of the plan B's, I would say, 4 words: family, hope, reward, and freedom. So I'm open for questions afterwards when me and Theodoros are on stage. If someone can bring the whiteboard so I can take some drawings here, that would be fine. Thank you, George. Give him an applause. I have been 14 years in this position in this company. So I've been with Cincino for my grown-up life since I was 41 to I'm now 55. So I've been through ups and ups, some downs, but most of them have been ups the last 14 years. Cincino are 20 years old this year. We are on the Nasdaq First North, and I will explain you why these things are important for you. Would that be okay? Yes. If I can get this right. So this might be a little bit of a teaching lesson, and for those of you that were here yesterday, I don't want to bore you too much, but some of the things that I said yesterday will be duplicated. Or say it again? Okay. So, when we started, we had very low revenue. When I came in 2011, we still had very low revenue. Then we went back to 2016, 15, still low revenue. 2020, still low revenue. 2025, still a low revenue in my opinion. But what we have had is growth all the way. And if you do that a pretty long time, then you will succeed. So this year alone, we will grow more in revenue. So listen to this, follow. We will grow more in revenue this year than what we did for the full year of 2015. Meaning that we had over 10 years of development, but the growth and the gap here between this and the curve should have been like this. So we're growing the revenue this year with around 100 million euros, which is fantastic for us as a company, and I'll explain you why that is so important for us. I'm coming back to this one. So we inspire change in life, and that could mean a lot of different things. We have crazy ambitions, even though the curve here is not the best curve that I have been picturing. But when we are here in 2050, we have an ambition about being number one. The largest company on the planet on direct sales. We also will own olive oil farms, factory we already own. We will own the fish. We will own all of the different things that we are going to do over the next years. We own a factory today because we strongly believe in the future of our company, so we are continue to invest. And being number one being number one, that is a clear ambition for this company. And that's one of the things that we are. So when we take decisions, and all the decisions that we make, that is the number one thing that we are thinking about. We could slow down. This year we have been buying 3 companies. And it is exhausting to buy companies. It takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of planning, it's some risks involved. But mostly it's a good thing. This Phycosci came from an acquisition. And we are getting the algae from a factory, and we are investing in that factory because we believe in that future. So sometimes when you are doing acquisitions, something beautiful comes out of that. I should have told a story maybe to begin with about my youngest daughter, Adele. And she's amazing. She's fantastic. Raised by her mother, so that's a good thing. For all the girls in the room, I don't take anything that was me who has been. I've been more like a grandpa, just playing with her when my wife have raised her and giving her a little bit hard love. I'm just giving love, love, love. But she is amazing. I gave her shares about 5-6 years ago. And I gave it as a Christmas present. And I told her that she needed to sign off, together with all the other kids, that you cannot sell the shares. You can have the shares, and you can have the dividend, and you can own shares of Cincino. And she was happy, and she became a stock watcher, meaning that she was following the shares every day. And I'm traveling a lot, and one day that I came home from a week of traveling, the shares have been dropping down. So I met my beautiful daughter in the hallway coming home, and she said, Daddy, what's going on? And I said, I'm home. No, look at the shares. They have dropped down. What are you doing? You say that you're going out and work, but all you do is that the shares drops down. What are you doing? And I was saying, well, darling, the shares goes up and down, and business goes up and down. Yeah, but you are the CEO. You should do something. I'm losing money. And I'm saying, darling, you're not losing money. I gave you the shares, and you're not going to sell it. Yeah, but the shares is going down. What have you done? And I said, well, I'm working hard. Doesn't seem like that. Maybe you should work harder. And I said, oh, well, yeah. I didn't have any explanation or excuse, so I just became quiet. So when the shares goes up, she's a little bit more happy, of course. But what I've learned her is to be a long-term investor, and which I'm proud of is that Adele today buys her own shares when she is allowed to buy shares from her own money. And she says, I'm never going to sell my shares. So today she's 18 years old, and she says, I'm going to keep the shares because it pays out dividend. So in everything that we do, you need to have like a long-term view, or at least that's what I'm trying to sell to you here today. If I'm looking at when I came into the company, and here, it has been a bumpy road, but we have been growing all the way. And the good thing about having a stock market company is that all the numbers that you see on the quarter report, which is officially, it's auditors have gone through them, you know who are the owners, you know all the numbers, and you can look through everything. Everything is officially. And the good thing about that is that will and it should make you safe to work here first and foremost. Because when you are out there recruiting a new partner or a customer, they don't sign up because of me. There is no partner coming into our business because of me. I don't think, and I'm not flattering myself by saying, look at me, oh, I've done a good job in Cincino. You are the one. And when they sign up with you, it's because of you. So you put your name, your steak, your suit, your nice present to me. That's who they are signing up with, you. And you can give yourself an applaud for that. And I don't take light on that. I know for sure that I need to do my job to support you because you are putting your name, your reputation on stake when you're signing in someone. Could you agree on that? No one is successful like in 1, 2, 3. There could be someone who have a talent or are more successful in a short period of time, but it takes time to develop skills. And we were debating back in the room, Stelios and Theodoros and me. It's a habit that I have, that I discuss a lot. I think I have a Greek soul. And I'm going to give you some small statistics for me. When I am thinking about you guys here, I see 4 different partners in the room, and I equally love all the different partners. Doesn't matter which category you are in, you're loved by me. Doesn't matter. The number 1 is the one that are working full time. They have this as their career. Okay? Number 3, I'm calling them practitioners. Number 4, supporters. I didn't know about supporters like 10 years ago, but now I know, and they are important. And then, in green, part-time. Of course, part-time is a little bit going here, and they can also go at that point. If I'm dividing the revenue between these 4 different categories, you can say that the supporters, they have a revenue of, I would say, less than 5%. In this category, it's like around 10%. Practitioners, around 10%. The part-timers are by far the biggest part of our revenue. And I'm thinking, when I'm thinking revenue, I'm thinking customers and volume. So whatever you do, whatever category you are in, it doesn't matter for me, as long as you are working, happy, having progress in life. And some of the supporters, they are here mostly because they want to be part of a community. And by the way, you have a fantastic community. I always feel so warm and welcome when I'm here in Greece with you. So that's just amazing. So this is a big thank from me to you. Practitioners are extremely important because they influence a lot of the other groups. And you can understand that when you have a doctor who are supporting the products and they really understand how the products are working. We were debating what Phycosci is doing, and it's increasing your oxygen level in your blood, which is good in every aspect if you want to train or whatever. So it's an amazing product. But I know that you're going to have Paul Clayton talking tomorrow, but I don't think the best ones in the world are going around and becoming mini Paul, if you understand the expression, where you are talking about the products in a way, scientifically, people will be maybe not believing you if you are a mechanic one day, or you're a kindergarten teacher the second, and then you are becoming a scientist suddenly. So you need to maybe find another way to attract leaders and partners and customers. Are you following me? And there's a lot of videos now that you can send customers. There's a lot of fantastic pages on our Zinzino.com which you can use, so you get these. So full-time, extremely important, because they drive the business, they set up the events, they are the driving force of the business, but their own revenue is about here. So that's why this category are so important. And we have teams who have a lot of part-timers, and I think it's a lovely thing. If you can be an executive or a diamond and work part-time in the business, it's possible. There's a lot of places where you can do that. You have your regular salary, you have your day job, and then you can be a diamond on the side, or even a director on side. Yes, it's going to take some time. Yes, maybe it's going to take some effort out of your schedule. If you love Netflix, maybe that was a joke. So if you love Netflix and you rather spend your time with Netflix than building a business. Who was listening to me yesterday? Yeah, we have a lot of people here. So one of the things that I challenged you about yesterday, you remember what that was? What did I challenge you guys on yesterday? Everyone who listened to me yesterday. I'm just seeing if you are awake. Yeah? I wasn't there. Yeah, that's good. I love that. That's correct. What were you saying? Yeah, work on the why. What do I mean with that? Yeah. It's work on your purpose. Because a lot of people come in here, they're buying a kit, they want to start a new business, they want to expand, they want to build a team. And then you have a tough day, or maybe a beach day, and then you think it's a little bit hard, you get a no, you get another no, and then you have a customer who doesn't like the products or like the taste, they return the package. And then you have a neighbor who tells you, George, that Zinzino is not a good thing. I've heard that olive oils are dangerous. It's going to hurt my feet someday. People say a lot of different things. And that's where you need to connect to your why. So your why is the strongest talker to your soul and mind and brain. You understand? I told him yesterday that I meditate. And then when I meditate, I am repeating a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And I was stupid enough to tell my wife that what I was trying to improve about myself. And all she said to me was, have you been doing this for a long time, Dag? And I said, well, I've done it for my 5 and 6 years. And then my wife said, well, how do you think the progress is going? I think you should try harder. So what she was telling me is that although I know my why, although I know what I need to do, everyone will have some days where things are going a little bit up and down. And in Greece, you have nice weather, you have nice beaches. So there's a lot of things, good food. Everything is good with Greece, by the way, so don't worry. But if you want to work part-time and be a director, you just need to know approximately how many hours should you put in to that to get where you want. And then you can work on that and not giving up. I can tell you, in the Leader Council, the top earners in Cinceno, most of them have been in the company for the last 5 to 10 years, and they've been working hard to get there. Most of them started as a part-timer and became a top leader, I would say. Some do it with experience, some do it like organically, and it takes years and years and years to become that. What I know is that Cinceno will improve, do better and better and better to support you. When I'm thinking about some of the years where we did not deliver on every aspect, I feel a little bit ashamed. Today I'm more proud, but one of the things in Cinceno are the core values of Cinceno, and that is that continuous improvement will always be one of the core values of what we are doing. So I'm never happy where we are as a company. I could be pleased with the situation now, but there's always things we can improve. And that is one of my drives. I really believe in this. I strongly believe that we can be the #1 company on the planet. And that is, of course, some of you might think, he's the CEO. Of course he believes, or of course he goes on stage and says that. No, I really believe it. I strongly believe it. It was actually those words of the following that captured me, because Örjan asked me, the founder of Cinceno, he asked me about 17 years ago if I can start working in Cinceno. Maybe it's 18 years ago. I was a customer of Cinceno, I was a shareholder of Cinceno 3-4 years before I started in Cinceno. And Örjan and me, I know exactly where we were. We were at the restaurant, a cafe, just me and him. He talked about all the kids that he wanted to give meals to. And today I'm so proud because we're giving school education to so many kids, and we're going to do so much good for those who need it. So I'm so proud of all the initiatives that we are doing on these things. I was pretty successful in my business. I was owning an own company with 2 other partners. We were doing a lot of consultancy, and I earned more money than I probably needed at that time. But he got me on the following, and he said, Dag, in all the other businesses, it's hard to be #1. But he got me on the following, and he said, in this company, in this industry, we can be #1. I know that you are triggered about that, and also be working together with people that I like and enjoy working with, which I'm doing. I'm building my own team today. When I started, we were 25 people. Today, I don't know, but we're over 300 people in the company. We're still hiring. We still want to continue. I have gotten all my principles throughout the organization. I like to keep fantastic people, and I'm always saying I'm so blessed with having such an amazing team around me. Also you, but also in the corporate side. And I know that we have been building the right kind of culture where the field and the corporate are one team united. And we will continue to work on those things. So, what do you need to build your business? I guess that I'm not going to be the perfect person to say that, but what I see is that those who follow the system, I know you are following the system, and I also believe those who are following some daily activities and weekly activities, they will be probably the shining example of taking new ranks. It's no hocus pocus, abracadabra, that makes someone a top earner. It's the basics. Of course, know a little bit about the products, a little bit about the compensation plan, but most likely it's picking up the phone and inviting people to come and look at the business. And don't be afraid of having a no. I have 3 daughters, 3 beautiful daughters, raised by their beautiful mom. And I was having them alone at my kitchen table here 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I was doing a training for them. And that is, you girls, you need to go out there and find your spouse. Sound strange? They're all 3 single. All 3 are beautiful. But I'm telling them, don't sit around and wait for the right person to come and ask you for your hand. Take it in your own hand, girl. Show some girl power. And then one of my girls said, "What, Daddy, my wife was not there." So, my son was not there. So this was a dadly advice. But I have some statistics, which is the reason why I'm telling them to do this. All around the world, more and more people are single because the girls get more and more independent. They don't want to hang around those guys. Did you know that this is statistics? I'm looking at some of those players here now. The players in the room. So you have 10% of men. 10% of the men, they go and say, "Hello. Oh, do you want to hang around with me?" You say, "No." "Oh, okay, no problem." "Hey, do you want to hang around with me?" "Okay, no problem." "Hey, do you want to hang around with me?" "No." "Okay, that's fine for me." "Do you?" "Or you want?" Come. 10% do this all the time. They go around and just ask, and they don't care if they get a no. They just go around. Do you think that I want that kind of guy in my house? I don't want the 10% who have been around and asking for 200 girls' hand and one-night stands. What I'm really telling you, what I'm really basically telling you is that don't be too afraid of getting the no's. I'm not sure if I sold the idea fully to my 3 daughters, but I've been talking about this for a couple of years now, and I think they kind of understand it, that they need to find, all the girls in the room, they found a spouse, and they trained him to be a little bit better. Yeah. But you wouldn't be as good, Theodoros, without Dora. That's just a fact. I'm not interested in the man. I'm interested in my daughters finding the right person. And if that is in Greece, that's tip-tops. But I'm doing a presentation on not be so afraid of getting no. I'm here, Doug. You are a player. I belong to the category here. I think that one of the things that I learned through sales is that it is exhausting to take some calls to someone you are afraid of calling. Because you always have someone in your network, a friend, that you think, we all have a lot of people in our near surroundings and family who would love to have 500 euros more per month. where 1,000 euros more per month will make a big difference for them and their family. And 2,000 euros will make the world of change for them. Who has that in their near surroundings? Not more? You're rich here? Or you don't understand, Stelios, what I'm talking about. You only have rich people. So I'm asking, do you know people who would love to have 1,000 euros more per month? Yes, exactly. So what's holding us back is very often ourselves. Being afraid of calling them, thinking in the head before we call them, they're probably going to say no, they don't have time. That person loved Netflix too much. Or no, they're busy. I'm going to make a fool out of myself calling them. That's where you get these ones in. They are not afraid or ashamed. But most people are not like them. Most people are a little bit afraid of connecting and calling. Then of course, you cannot just call them randomly. You need to have a story or something to tell and why. One technique that I have is that I am soft selling. I tell stories around, talking about someone else, talking about how they have gone through ranks, maybe. I could talk about Germany. I was in Germany. They had 1,400 people and a big event in Germany. They were doing tremendously well. The atmosphere was fantastic. I can talk about some of the leaders that I remember back in 2015 when we started in Germany. They are now a leader council member. One of the guys that I'm thinking of, he was a politician. He's still a politician, but he is working at Cincino. He has a great network, but he have had a bumpy road, and now he's done tremendously well. I hope this is not recording because it's a very strange presentation in a way. And I'm happy that I didn't write men here. So I'm not going to do that. And I hope you get my message. The vision is inspire change in life. Our mission is we want to inspire health and wealth for customers, friends, and family. Customers in Cincino are extremely important. We are the most customer-centric direct sales company on the planet, and it makes my life so much easier and so much better. 80% of the revenue comes from customers. I know now what kind of revenue we will have in July and in August and September and October. We know now what kind of forecast we need to do to have goods in our warehouse so we can support you. If we had, well, Greeks have a special way of working the business. If we had this kind of revenue going up and down, you don't see that, but I can use blue. You see? It's much harder to do forecasting with that. So what I'm trying to say to you is that you need to work steady. Not be afraid of getting a no, and work steady. And work on the basics. Work on your list of new partners and potential customers. And be happy if someone says no, because then you don't need to try to figure out. And if you have more meetings, then you don't have time for someone who is not interested. They're just there to check you up, or they're there to just fool with you and test you out. So working steady, long term, with a clear why, is what I'm suggesting everyone here should do. And who am I to tell you what to do? It's your dreams, it's your life, it's your vision that you need to fulfill. I am here to support you, and I'll do everything in my power to support you with the team that we have and with the muscles that we have now to grow. I'm happy that we are a Scandinavian company because we understand perfectly well that the world is not, or Scandinavia is not the center of the universe. It's Greece. But the good thing about having an attitude that you are not the center of the universe is that you understand and we need to work to make sure that the markets that we are in, we need to be flexible and adaptable to the market that we are within. After the mission, we have the ambition goals. I talked about being number 1 on the planet. And number 4 are the values, the core values of the company. We want to work together with partners. This is our way of expertise. We want to work with distributors all around the world. This is our way of doing things. This is where we're going to have the expertise. We love our products, of course. Number 5 in the process is working on the strategy and make sure that the strategy is clear and it's good and it's proactively working on all the different things. I'm going to mention them pretty quick, but we are working on buying and selling companies. We're working on opening new markets and take care of existing markets. We're working on launching a new test. We're working on studies. We have a database which is the largest on the planet on balance or fatty acids. So we're doing a lot of those good things. We are working on making sure that our technology is superb. We are investing more money than other peers are doing. And we know for sure that technology is the most important thing going into the future. So we have many payment gateways. We have more. We put more money into server capacity so you don't have struggles on Wednesday when you're putting in a partner or in the end of the month. The only time last year where we had some struggle was at the Black Week. So that's why we are not going to have Black Week campaign this year. I was joking. I told you I'm funny. The 5th thing that we're working on are sales tools. So you see a lot of upgrades have now been released on the front end of Zinzino.com. You will see a lot of new things are coming, and we're working on an amazing program for the annual event. So I'm hoping as many as you can participate on the annual event, and if you are not flying up to Norway, then you can watch the digital one. You can bring partners to your home, and you can do a lot of fun around that. You can have a lot of good food, and then you can watch it and be together. One of the things that I want to highlight, if you cannot get enough with me, enough of me, then you can join me to Bali. We have a director trip coming up to Bali, and I've been to that hotel before. Zinzino have been to that hotel before. It's just tremendously good. Fantastic. Bali is amazing. It's an amazing island. I know Greece have fantastic islands and fantastic beaches, but Bali is a different world. So you can all still qualify to come to Bali. It's a free of charge, more or less, happy trip to Bali. How does that sound? Yeah? Yeah? Who is qualified? There's only... Yeah, we need to work on that. Could I take that no one else likes me? They don't want to hang around with me? Do you know the qualification rules? Yeah? Promote that, because a lot of people likes to travel, And then you can be together with the team. You can get to know Cincino. And then there will also be, we have a new sales director for the Greece and Cyprus market, Nikos. And Nikos will do a presentation tomorrow. So I hope you will take good care of him. I'm flying home tonight. And he's going to promote something fantastic for you guys tomorrow. So give him all the attention. I'm coming back right after the break. And me and Theodoros is going to be together on stage here. We're going to answer some questions. But it's always lovely to be here, and I'm thanking you all for listening. There will be more stories from me if you care to listen up. But thank you for your attention, and thank you for everything you do.